Hey there, Tina. Night of the Creeper Monster Squad just asked the question. Well, I just saw the video that what actor, if you could come back and be an actor, live their life, act their roles, stuff like that, who would you be? Well, for me, there's actually it's a tie. It's a three-way tie, and none of these are actors that I can assure you right now anybody else is going to pick. Uh, obviously, I love film. I'm passionate. So am I going to pick someone like Olivier or maybe John Garfield because he got to work with Joan Crawford and UMRS. Maybe Jimmy Stewart and the great films that he did, or Cagney or Bogart or Paul Muni. But no one like that at all. But I have my reasons and I want to give them. So these are the three actors that I choose. It was a three-way tie. My better half's like, I can't believe you're going to say these people. Number one, John Travolta. Why John Travolta, who had kind of good career, went bad, good career, went meh, whatever. Well, John Travolta can dance and can sing. And the movies that are really good that John Travolta does are movies that I go to over and over again because they're fun. And I like things that are fun. I try to be pretty much an upbeat type of person. And I like a lot of the movies that he does that way. Stuff like Saturday Night Fever, Grease, got to hang with Olivia Newton-John. Even the one with Twist of Fate, even that one. That's a song that I'll never forget the lyrics to because I went and saw the movie in the theater and bought the soundtrack on audio cassette. And and then he got to have one of the greatest comebacks of all time because who gave him his comeback? Well, a couple of the greatest directors of all time, Quentin Tarantino and John Woo, in some fantastic films. So yes, he had to go through Look Who's Talking and Moment by Moment and stuff like that, but he got to do these fantastic films that'll be remembered forever, have a crappy time, then get up and do more fantastic films that'll be remembered forever, and even his bad films are going to be remembered for how bad they are. Have you ever seen Battlefield Earth? That is horrible. But nobody will ever forget watching Battlefield Earth. It's kind of like Moment by Moment. Once you see it, once Lily Tomlin and John Travolta romancing is in your head, it's scarred there. It's like some tissue cell brain that you can't get out of your mind. And for that reason, John Travolta is that first choice that I'm going to say. And my second choice is Maxwell Caulfield. Now, you probably don't know who Maxwell Caulfield is. Not a lot of people do when you say it like that. But Maxwell Caulfield got to act in the sequel to John Travolta's classic Grease. He starred in Grease 2. He got to star with Michelle Pfeiffer at her most beautiful. He got to act with Adrian Zmed from T.J. Hooker and Dance Fever. And that is just all kinds of awesome. And look at the cast of the guys that played the T-Birds back then and the ones that played the Pink Ladies. Yeah, that is actually Liza Minnelli's sister as one of the Pink Ladies there. And that girl, that really young one, yes, you did see her later on in Californication in a much more out there role. But Maxwell Caulfield would go on to act in one of the cheesiest, worst nighttime soap operas of all time. Obviously, a soap opera as unrealistic and excessive as Dynasty would need to have a spin-off that was even more unrealistic and excessive, with a show called The Colbys. Actually, his name in Grease 2 is Michael Carrington. His character in the Colbys is Miles Colby, who's related to, yes, the Carringtons. Who knows, maybe there's a crossover here somewhere. He will also go on to do an epically sleazy role in one of my favorite little movies that nobody remembers but has a great soundtrack called Empire Records. Yes, he's the guy that plays a sleazy pop star. And great soundtrack to that film, by the way. He's actually done the voice of James Bond in the video game. And he's just one of those actors that actually stuck by the woman that he's been with, and he's been with her for a long time. You have a... I hope that that hasn't changed. But as of my knowledge, yes, if you ever watch the that series that used to come on, that soap opera with kind of the witches and stuff in it, which name is eluding me right now? It's Passions. That's the name, Passions. Well, the witch, the old-looking lady, the witch, she's actually married to Maxwell Caulfield, and they've been married for a long, long time. She's the sister of Haley Mills, of course, from Parent Trap. Number 3, Tom Cruise. And he did have a decent acting career, but why Tom Cruise? Why crazy Tom Cruise? Well, here's my reasons. Nicole Kidman, Penelope Cruz, and a risky business. Yeah, risky business. And to be in one of my favorite 80s like teen dramas of all time, which was really underrated and really showed that Tom Cruise could act. Back in the time when Tom Cruise's acting meant putting on sunglasses and smiling, he actually did a little dramatic film called All the Right Moves, which was a very unglamorous film, so it's not known as much as some of the other ones are, but those are my 3 unique, strange picks. John Travolta, Maxwell Caulfield, and Tom Cruise. And the one that rings closest to me and truest to who I am in real life when I was growing up is the character from Grease 2. I always related to Michael Carrington, the ultra nerdy guy that knew how to write so that teachers would give him good grades, and just stood outside the group just a little bit. That was me. So, needless to say, when I was growing up, Grease 2 became my favorite movie to watch. And then I found out Drew Barrymore liked it, and big plus there. Awesome question. Great channel. I was just checking out your blog there. I can't read all the one on Walter Bishop because I have a feeling it's going to spoil some of Fringe for me, and I'm just starting to watch a bit of Fringe, and I want to get into watching it before I finish that blog post. Thanks for the question. Love doing video responses, and I blanked. I peeked there 2 minutes ago and just kept on going. Thanks for watching, and for me right now, it's time for tea. P.S. If you haven't checked out the Night of the Creepy Monster Squad's channel, in the description box down below, subscribe.